Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in every person's life when they realize that they are not living the life they were destined to live. You may have felt it, the gnawing sense that there's something more to who you are, something greater that you are capable of becoming. But here's the truth: the person you're meant to become doesn't just appear overnight. It takes rebuilding, reshaping, and renewing yourself from the inside out. It takes aligning your thoughts, your actions, and your decisions with the person you're truly meant to be. The first step in rebuilding yourself is to understand your purpose. You have been uniquely created with gifts, talents, and dreams that no one else possesses. The world may try to define you, but only you can discover who you truly are. Understanding your purpose is like finding the blueprint for your life. It reveals the path that will lead you to fulfillment. Your purpose isn't about chasing after empty goals or living for external validation. It's about recognizing that there's something inside you that's meant to make a difference. When you know your purpose, you become unstoppable, because purpose fuels passion. And passion, my friends, is what will get you through the hard times. But here's the challenge: before you can truly step into your purpose, you must release the past. Many people are walking around today stuck in the chains of past mistakes, disappointments, and regrets. The past has a way of holding us hostage, making us believe that we are what we've been through rather than who we are meant to be. It's time to let go. Embrace forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Understand that the mistakes you've made, the failures you've experienced, do not define you. You are not your mistakes, and you are certainly not the sum of your regrets. Letting go of the past allows you to step into the future with a clean slate, ready to embrace who you truly are. Once you've released the past, the next step is taking full responsibility for your life. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or situations for where you are right now. Yes, life can be difficult, but no one can rebuild your life but you. You have to take responsibility for your choices, your mindset, and your future. No one else is coming to fix it for you, and that's the good news. Because when you realize that the power to change is in your hands, that's when transformation begins. The most powerful thing you can do for yourself is to decide that you are in charge of your life, and no one else can make you or break you. It's all on you. But even as you take responsibility, understand that you must invest in yourself. You can't rebuild what you don't take time to develop. Your potential is like a seed, but it can only grow if you nurture it. This is why personal growth is crucial. You must commit to learning every day, reading, studying, developing skills, expanding your knowledge, and cultivating your emotional and spiritual health. If you want to rebuild yourself, you must be willing to pour into yourself. Your growth is a direct reflection of the effort you put into your own development. So invest in yourself like you would in the most precious thing you own, because the person you are becoming deserves that attention and care. Finally, as you rebuild yourself, you must live with vision and discipline. A life without vision is like a ship without a rudder. It's aimless, directionless. You need a clear vision for your life. Where do you see yourself in the future? What is your goal? What kind of person do you want to be? Write your vision down, make it clear, and pursue it relentlessly. But vision without discipline is just a dream. Discipline is what takes that dream and turns it into reality. It's the daily habits, the small choices, and the unwavering focus that will carry you through. Discipline means making the right decisions even when it's hard. It means waking up every day and doing the work, whether you feel like it or not. Without discipline, vision is just a wish. But with vision and discipline, you create your destiny. Rebuilding yourself is not easy, it's a process. But it's the most rewarding journey you can take. The person you are destined to become is already inside you, waiting for you to recognize your own potential. Step into your purpose, release the past, take responsibility for your life, invest in your growth, and live with vision and discipline. Because when you do, you don't just rebuild yourself, you transform your life into something extraordinary. And that, my friends, is the person you are truly destined to become. Understanding your purpose is the foundation upon which everything else in your life will stand. It's the compass that guides you when the road gets tough, the fuel that drives your ambition when others have given up. Too many people wander through life without ever truly discovering their purpose, going from one day to the next without a clear sense of direction. They follow the crowd, they listen to the opinions of others, but they never stop to ask themselves the most important question: what am I really here for? The truth is, your purpose is not something that is given to you from the outside. It's not something that can be dictated by your family, society, or your circumstances. Your purpose is deeply personal. It's something that exists within you, waiting to be uncovered. Every person is born with a unique combination of talents, passions, and experiences that are meant to serve a greater mission. Your purpose is the reason you were placed on this earth, and until you connect with it, you'll always feel a sense of emptiness, a sense that there's something more, something bigger that you are meant to do. The first step in understanding your purpose is taking the time to listen to your inner voice. We live in a world full of distractions, social media, opinions, noise. It's easy to get lost in the chaos and forget what really matters. But purpose isn't found in the noise, it's found in the silence. It's found when you quiet the outside world and listen to the thoughts, dreams, and desires that stir within your soul. What excites you? What makes you feel alive? What would you do if you had no fear, no limitations, no expectations from others? These are the questions that will point you in the direction of your true purpose. Once you begin to listen to your inner voice, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Finding your purpose often requires you to challenge the status quo, to go against the grain, to take risks. It's about pushing past the fear of failure and rejection, knowing that your purpose is worth any challenge you may face. You can't grow into the person you are meant to be if you are always playing it safe, if you are always concerned with what others might think. You have to trust that the path you are on is the right one for you. Even if it doesn't always make sense to others, people will doubt you, they will question your choices, and they will try to pull you back into the comfort of their limited thinking. But when you are clear on your purpose, nothing and no one can shake you from your path. Purpose is also not something you can find in a day or a week. It's a journey, not a destination. It evolves as you evolve. Your purpose will unfold in layers as you gain experience, as you learn, as you grow. The more you dedicate yourself to discovering who you truly are and what you are capable of, the clearer your purpose becomes. But remember, it's never too late. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Trust that as long as you are committed to the process, your purpose will reveal itself to you step by step, day by day. The most powerful thing about understanding your purpose is that once you have it, it transforms everything. Suddenly, challenges become opportunities. Setbacks become lessons. You see every experience, every person, every event as a part of your growth and evolution toward fulfilling that purpose. You begin to live with a sense of intentionality. You stop wasting time on things that don't align with your purpose, and you start to make choices that bring you closer to your goal. Your purpose gives you focus, it gives you drive, it gives you a reason to get up every single day and push through the obstacles that stand in your way. Purpose is the ultimate motivator. It's the thing that will keep you going when everything else falls apart. It will give you strength when you're weak, hope when you're discouraged, and clarity when you feel lost. When you understand your purpose, you become unstoppable. You become someone who is aligned with their destiny, someone who is not swayed by circumstances or the opinions of others. You know who you are and you know why you are here. And with that knowledge, you will achieve things that others could only dream of. Purpose is power, and once you embrace it, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Releasing the past is one of the most powerful and liberating steps you can take in your life. You see, many of us carry the weight of yesterday with us like an anchor, dragging us down, holding us back from moving forward. We let the failures, the mistakes, and the hurts of our past define who we are in the present. But here's the truth: the past is gone. It no longer exists, except in the story we tell ourselves about it. Holding on to it, reliving it, rehashing those memories only keeps us stuck in a cycle that prevents us from becoming the person we were meant to be. If you're ever going to step into the fullness of your purpose and potential, you must first learn to release the past. You can't change what's already been done. The mistakes, the heartbreak, the setbacks, they happen, but they don't have to dictate your future. It's all too easy to get caught in a loop of regret or resentment, replaying the scenes in your mind, wishing you could go back and do it differently. But time doesn't move backward. And while we can't erase the past, we can choose to change how it affects us. It starts with a decision to forgive not just others, but yourself. You have to release the grip the past has on you, not for them, but for you. Holding on to that anger, that bitterness, that sadness, it poisons your spirit. It keeps you locked in a place of limitation. But when you let it go, you free yourself. You free yourself from being a prisoner of old wounds, and you open yourself up to the future. Releasing the past means accepting that what happened was a part of your journey, but it does not define you. Every experience, every failure, and every loss has brought you to this point, whether it's taught you lessons you needed to learn or given you the strength to overcome adversity. Those moments are a part of who you are, yes, but they do not have to hold power over you. You have the power to redefine yourself, to rewrite the narrative of your life. What happened yesterday can shape your today only if you allow it. But if you choose to release it, you take back control. The key to releasing the past is embracing the concept of forgiveness. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean you condone what happened or that you let others off the hook for the pain they caused you. No, forgiveness is an act of self-liberation. When you forgive, you aren't doing it for them, you're doing it for you. You're giving yourself permission to move forward without the burden of resentment. You're telling yourself that you are worth more than the pain of yesterday. You're letting go of the hurt, the guilt, the shame that has clung to you like a second skin, and you're choosing to step into a brighter future. It's also important to recognize that the past doesn't just consist of what others have done to you. It also involves the mistakes and regrets you hold against yourself. Maybe you made choices that led to consequences you wish you could undo. Maybe you hurt someone, failed at something, or didn't live up to your own expectations. These internal wounds can be just as heavy, if not heavier, than the ones others have inflicted on you. But here's what you need to understand: you are not your mistakes. You are not the sum of your failures. You are more than the mistakes you've made. You are the lessons you've learned and the strength you've gained. It's time to forgive yourself. Let go of the guilt and shame that weighs you down, because holding on to them serves no one, not you, not anyone in your life. When you forgive yourself, you free your mind and spirit, making room for the person you're becoming. When you finally let go of the past, you're not erasing your story, you're transforming it. You're choosing to let your past be a springboard, not an anchor. You take the lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, and the wisdom you've acquired, and you carry them with you into the future. They don't define you, but they shape the person you are becoming. You've already paid the price of those experiences, so let them go. Don't keep carrying the baggage that weighs you down. You've been through enough. It's time to rise up and move forward. Releasing the past is not an easy task. It takes courage and it takes time. But understand this, you are not defined by your past. You are defined by the choices you make today. The decision to release the past is the beginning of your transformation. It's the moment when you stop being a prisoner of your history and start living in the freedom of your future. Let go of what you've been holding on to so tightly, because there's so much more ahead of you. The person you are meant to become is waiting for you on the other side of your release. Taking responsibility for your life is the most empowering decision you will ever make. It means that no matter what's happened to you, no matter the circumstances, no matter the people who tried to hold you down, you are in charge of your own journey. Responsibility is not a burden, it is freedom. It is the acknowledgement that the power to change, to grow, to succeed, and to overcome is within you. And that power is limitless. You see, most people go through life blaming others or external situations for where they are. It's easy to point fingers. It's comfortable to tell yourself that it's the economy, your upbringing, or your bad luck that holds you back. But when you blame something or someone else for your struggles, you give away your power. You tell yourself that someone else has control over your destiny, that someone else's actions have the ability to determine the course of your life. And let me tell you, that's a lie. No one can hold your future hostage without your permission. No situation can define your worth unless you let it. Taking responsibility is about looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I am in control. It's about acknowledging that the choices you make, every single one, will determine the direction of your life. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. Every setback, every failure, every obstacle, every disappointment is an opportunity for growth if you choose to take responsibility. You must stop playing the victim, stop waiting for someone to come save you, and stop believing that you need to be rescued. The only person who can rescue you is you. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop looking for excuses. You stop giving yourself a way out. You take ownership of your actions, your thoughts, your behaviors, and your decisions. That's when true power begins. It doesn't matter where you come from, how hard your journey has been, or how many times you've fallen. It matters what you do next. And what you do next is entirely up to you. The responsibility lies in your hands, and when you realize that, you can no longer sit idly by waiting for change. You can no longer pretend like things are out of your control. This is where true growth begins. Once you accept responsibility, you stop waiting for the perfect conditions to act. You stop waiting for everything to line up and fall into place before you begin. You realize that the journey to success, to fulfillment, to personal growth begins in the now. It starts with the actions you take today, with the decisions you make in the present moment. It's the small, consistent steps toward your goals that will add up over time to create a life you can be proud of. But you can't make those steps unless you take responsibility. Taking responsibility also means that you stop blaming others for your feelings. People will disappoint you. Life will be unfair at times. But your emotional state, your peace of mind, your sense of well-being is not the responsibility of anyone else. It's yours. You decide how to respond. You decide whether to let someone's words or actions drag you down, or whether to rise above it and keep moving forward. The power is in your hands, and when you start acting as if it is, that's when you begin to see real transformation in your life. Taking responsibility for your life also means letting go of the excuses you've held onto for so long. Excuses are the chain that keeps you stuck. Excuses are the reason you stay in mediocrity. I don't have enough time. I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, I'm too young, I didn't have the right opportunities. These are the lies that hold you back. Every one of those excuses is a story you tell yourself to justify why you're not living the life you desire. When you take responsibility, you stop using those excuses as crutches and you start finding solutions. You stop seeing obstacles and start seeing opportunities for growth and change. Taking responsibility for your life is the path to freedom. It's the realization that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but the creator of your destiny. Every day, every moment, you are writing the story of your life with the decisions you make. Will you make decisions that move you forward, that push you closer to the person you were meant to become? Or will you continue to make excuses and allow the world to dictate who you are and where you go? The power is in your hands. It always has been. When you choose to take responsibility for your life, you choose to own your future. You choose to rise above the challenges. You choose to stop letting your past dictate your present. You choose to become the person you were always meant to be. And no one, no situation, and no setback can take that away from you. Personal growth is not just a concept, it's the foundation of success, fulfillment, and true transformation in life. The most successful and impactful people in history didn't stumble upon greatness by chance. They didn't rely on luck or external circumstances. They made a conscious decision to invest in their personal growth, to become better, wiser, and stronger versions of themselves every single day. And the truth is, you have the same power within you. When we talk about investing in personal growth, we're not just referring to reading books or attending seminars. Those things are important, but personal growth runs much deeper. It's about developing the mindset, the character, and the discipline to constantly evolve. It's about understanding that the person you are today is only a glimpse of who you can become. The true power lies in your willingness to commit to that evolution, to stretch beyond your comfort zones, and to develop new skills and capacities that allow you to handle the complexities of life with greater ease and confidence. One of the most powerful ways to invest in yourself is through education. But it's not just a formal kind of education, it's an ongoing process. Whether it's reading books, learning from mentors, taking courses, or simply engaging in deep self-reflection, knowledge is the key that unlocks new possibilities. The more you learn, the more you open up to new opportunities, new ways of thinking, and new solutions to the challenges that life throws at you. The more knowledge you acquire, the more you realize that the world is full of endless potential, and that potential doesn't just lie in the world around you, it lies within you. Investing in personal growth also means being willing to confront the uncomfortable truths about yourself. It's easy to look at the world and point fingers at external circumstances, blaming others for the situations we find ourselves in. But the true power to transform lies in our ability to turn inward and face our own weaknesses, our own limiting beliefs, and our own fears. It's about acknowledging where we fall short and committing to change. It's about understanding that growth isn't always a smooth journey. It's often messy, uncomfortable, and even painful. But if you're willing to face the uncomfortable truths about yourself and do the work to address them, you will come out on the other side stronger, more capable, and ready for the challenges that lie ahead. The investment in yourself doesn't stop at the intellectual or emotional realm. It extends to your physical well-being. Your body is the vessel that carries you through life, and if you neglect it, you'll find it harder to accomplish anything. Investing in your health through exercise, nutrition, and adequate rest creates a foundation that allows you to perform at your best. When you feel good physically, your mental clarity improves, your energy levels rise, and your confidence soars. A healthy body enables you to pursue your goals with focus and determination, and it gives you the strength to weather the storms that life will inevitably throw your way. But perhaps the most important aspect of personal growth is understanding the power of consistency. Growth doesn't happen overnight. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become a transformed person. It's the daily actions, the small decisions, and the persistence to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow, that will eventually lead to massive results. You have to show up every single day willing to do the work, to stay disciplined, and to keep learning. It's about committing to the process, even when the outcome seems far off. When you make small investments in yourself every day, they compound over time. And it's those consistent actions that will lead to the breakthroughs, the successes, and the transformation you're seeking. Investing in personal growth isn't just about achieving success, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about growing into someone who can face life's challenges with confidence, who can lead with integrity, and who can make a positive impact on the world around them. The best investment you can make is in yourself, because ultimately the person you become is the greatest asset you'll ever have. And when you make that investment, you don't just change your life, you change the lives of those around you. The ripple effect of your growth will touch your family, your community, and beyond. So start now. Invest in your growth and become the person you were always meant to be. The investment you make in your personal growth is the most powerful one you can ever make. It's not just about acquiring more knowledge or achieving success. It's about transforming into the person who can handle any challenge, embrace new opportunities, and create a meaningful impact. As you commit to learning, growing, and evolving every day, you are not just shaping your future, you are unlocking your true potential. Remember, the person you are today is only a fraction of who you can become. So take charge of your growth, face the uncomfortable truths, and stay consistent in your pursuit of becoming the best version of yourself. The investment you make in yourself today will pay off in ways you can't even begin to imagine. Now is the time to start. Your future self is waiting.